Hello, welcome back to Let's Play WazHack, and the improbable adventures of Tobiles the Clever. Now, the last time, I took a suggestion from one of the viewers to see if it's possible to keep teleporting myself down through the floors of the dungeon, and it is. But I also asked for feedback on whether you'd like to see me cheese my way down to the bottom like that, or to hold out for doing it properly, even if it gets Tobiles killed. And I'm glad to say your thoughts for the most part agreed with mine, that I would rather allow Tobiles to die in a valiant attempt to do it properly than to cheesily teleport all the way down to the bottom and get no sort of satisfaction or sense of achievement from it. So, we've got this far through our teleporting antics, but now we're going to soldier on as normal. I will, as before, use the teleport spell to escape if things are going badly, but I'm going to rely on footwork a bit more than we did the last time. I'm also going to rub my lamp, because Tobiles has so few advantages. I mean, his selection of spells, as we've said several times, is pretty depressing. He really only has Cure Sickness, Teleport Away, and now Haste Self, which are all useful enough in their own way, but they're not game changers. They're not going to win victory for him. And if you're a regular viewer, you will be aware that I don't like rubbing the lamps. I know that genies sometimes come out, and people keep assuring me that there is such a thing as a good genie, but I've only ever seen evil ones, so I tend to shy away from them. But Tobiles needs all the advantages he can get, so I'm going to try rubbing his lamp. He has two. One of them is definitely uncursed, so we're going to start with that one. Here we go. Rub. Rub that lamp, Tobiles! Fool, you dare disturb my slumber. Evil genie. See, people? It's always an evil genie. So, let's try teleporting him away. I wouldn't be surprised if he's immune to it, but I'm going to give it a go. Yeah, he's immune. So, we're going to have to teleport ourselves to try and get away from the genie. That's a dead end. Okay, there's a ladder down here, so let's go over there. We'll go that way. Right. Potion there as well. Don't want that gargoyle, so we'll just avoid that. Okay, there's a Master Mind Flayer beneath us, which is going to be extremely nasty. We do have a Wand of Cold to try taking it on with, so we'll do that. It's immune to the Wand of Cold. Seriously? Let's try that again. Well, I froze myself. And that's that. Just like that, Tobiles is dead. What an anticlimax. Killed on a ladder by a man with a squid for a head while running away from an angry genie. Oh. I really thought he could go all the way. Well, actually, I didn't think he could, but I feared that he might through blind luck. People like to see what possessions we were carrying when we died, so let's have a look. Apparently it's not allowing me to look. Good. Okay. Alright, I'm back. The death, the eventual overdue demise of the unreasonably lucky Tobiles the Clever seems to have caused some kind of collapse of the game itself. Or, in other words, there was a glitch, and I had to exit the game and come back. But here we are. We don't get to look at Tobiles' belongings, thanks to that glitch, but he's dead, basically. That's the gist of it. So, who shall we go with this time? I do feel like the wizards tend to have the best luck as we head down into the dungeon. But at the same time, I've had a pretty good run with a Valkyrie before. And it has been a while since I've done a Valkyrie. Done was probably the wrong choice of word there, but you know what I mean. Okay, let's take some points out of Charisma. Stuff them into Constitution, because she's a bit low on that. And I'm not going to need her magic stats, so yeah, bump all of that up. Alright. We're going to be Maurice the Fallen, a Valkyrie. Let's go. Feels weird being right back at the top with almost no health. Now, of course, we're not going to be a magic user this time, so we're not going to have the assortment of handy spells that we had previously. But we are going to be a much more effective fighter, at least at the outset. I feel like the fighter classes have a better time in the early game. They're less vulnerable, but they don't gain the advantages of powerful spells that the magic users have later on. Our dog is doing a number on the enemies, and we've already got a level up. So, what's the Fury skill? You gain +2 to hit enemies when you're below quarter hit points. Let's not do that. Let's not. Don't fancy it. Instead, I'm going to go with shield parry, because we do start with a shield as the Valkyrie, so I feel that bit of protection might be worthwhile. Kobold and Rat are trying to kill our pet. We've got another level already. Going to take weapon precision. We took a defensive one a minute ago, so now we'll take an offensive one. So we're just going to get better at fighting, because, frankly, as a non-magic user, fighting is all we have going for us. Dog's running off to do its own thing. Spellbook! Oh, you mock me, game. I bet it's going to be something really good as well. Of course, we're not going to find out. It's just dark brown. We did pick up some meat a minute ago, so let's eat the jackal meat. And we're full, so hopefully we won't become hungry for a little while. Okay. Suspiciously empty first floor. Well, I suppose we killed a lot of enemies on the ladder. So we've probably already wiped out everything from the first couple of floors just because they couldn't wait and they came charging up to meet us as we entered the dungeon. Still a bit more floor to do. Oh, it was just a potion. Nothing to get too excited about. So, pile of bodies. Always good to see. We've got some innards, a key, loaf of bread, another potion. Yeah, not a bad haul actually, considering it's just some pile of bodies. That's a suit of studded leather, which is basically the same as the one we're already wearing, except for all we know it could be cursed. So let's not take a gamble on that. I'm going to hold out for plate mail or splint mail, something like that. I've never had the chance to try the really fancy plate mail. I keep finding it, but only when I'm a spellcaster who can't use it. Okay, just finding gems and killing bats. It's always weird going back to the beginning and just having to fight bats and rats again. Okay, that trap turned us invisible, which is nice. The dog is growling at something, quite possibly the splint mail suit. But I did say I wanted one, so let's try putting it on. Okay, that is a significant improvement. Even though it's a -1 splint mail, it's several points better than our basic leather armour. So that gives us a bit more survivability, which, as you're well aware, is the main problem when you're in WazHack. Oh, no. Oh, it's a sewer grate full of rats. Oh. Right, well, we might as well take the treasure that's sitting in front of it. Including a cursed twisted ring. Shame about the cursed effect, but it could still have a nice magical attribute. Let's rummage in the sewer grate. We'll have to kill off some rats, but it's probably worth it. Unless we get poisoned. Gonna take a level of first aid, so that we heal more quickly when we're resting. Because I feel like we're going to need that if we're taking on waves of rats from the sewer. And the other thing that the sewer contained is loads of money, as it turns out. And meat. Dead rat meat. So, let's eat some more meat. We also have some intestines that are probably worth eating. Before they go smelly. No one wants to eat a smelly intestine. We can unlock the chest because we have a key. Hopefully it contains something worthwhile. Okay. Blue gem, whistle to summon our pet. Some potions, some scrolls. Don't want the dark staff, that's a waste of my time. But the rest of it is pretty decent. Okay, so we'll toddle back to the ladder and descend. We picked up a pear, which is not my favourite of the WazHack fruits. It doesn't have a special effect, unlike some of the others. Kill the rat in its sleep. Ugh, a goblin riding a rat. That's just surreal. Okay, there is this thing, this fountain. Do we have anything handy to dip in it that we don't mind losing? Yeah, we have a morning star. Let's dip that in it. Nothing happens. Let's try drinking it then, I guess. Of course it made us hallucinate. That's all they ever do. Every time I drink from a fountain, it makes me hallucinate. The same is also true of doing so in WazHack. Ho ho. Alright, so I suppose we'll need to go downstairs and just hope that we can successfully kill all these geometric shapes that are swimming towards us. Got some scrolls. That helmet could be good. Sometimes those visored helmets are very enchanted. But at the moment, we can't tell. Do we have an identify scroll? Probably. There's a good chance that one of these is an identify, but it's hard to say which. So let's just start reading them. Scroll of Remove Curse. Made our armour glow. So actually our armour was cursed. Good to know. How about this? Identify! There we go. So, let's identify our visored helm. Uncursed +1 helmet. Good. We'll put that on in a minute. But first, let's identify the cursed twisted ring. -1 gain constitution. Which actually means, remove constitution. So we don't want to put that on. I'm going to start throwing some potions at this mould, because we have a lot of unidentified potions. Might as well give that a go. That's a potion of fireproofing. That one is extra healing, not what I was looking for when I'm throwing it at an enemy. Potion of booze, and now dog leapt heroically in the way of the booze and got itself drunk. Who hasn't done that? Okay. What's that? Tattered cape. Probably don't want it, but I'm going to take it anyway. Got another level up. We're bringing in the level ups thick and fast here. If you remember the early stages of Tobiles... Oh, my mic's revolved! Hang on. If I went a bit muffled, that's why. The mic rotated itself, but hopefully you can still hear me. If you remember from the early stages of Tobiles, he took a long time to level up. So this is refreshing. Let's take another weapon precision to make us a bit more dangerous. And we'll move on, leading our drunk dog as we go. And we've managed to gain an axe skill. Kobold zombies are always a problem. They're tougher than you might imagine them to be. We've got some scrolls, including an identify. We didn't clear out the whole of the previous floor, so let's go back up and have a look. There's still this door over here, guarded by a bat, which actually almost killed me. We're going to have to rest to regain some health here. Fortunately... Oh, there's a goblin. Fortunately, we still have quite a lot of food, so it doesn't matter if we become hungry while sleeping. I am, in fact, going to eat some sewer rat meat and another piece, because why not? Oh, it was rotten food. Oh, rotten rat meat. I can't imagine anything worse. I will take the bow and arrows. We probably don't have the dexterity to be very effective with them, but they're worth holding on to just in case. Lamp could be handy, but not going to rub it. Learn the lesson from Tobiles. I mean, you all doubt me when I say this. You all tell me I should rub genie lamps. Let this be evidence. I always get evil genies. Always. I have never seen a good one. So we've got a load of kobold zombies here, which could be a problem, but hopefully we have enough health to tank it out. There we go. More potions. I'll let the dog take care of that blob, which is a weird sentence. I suppose I should take a gamble on picking up one of these new axes in case it's better than my current one, but I don't know. I'm holding out for a later axe, I guess. What's this? Banded mail suit. Could well be better than my splint mail. Let's try it. Yeah, it is. Not much better, but better. So, I'm going to drop the splint mail and our earlier leather armour, which I forgot I was carrying. Good. Now we're unencumbered. I don't want to drink from that fountain, because it'll probably just make me hallucinate like the last one did. 9 out of 10 fountains cause hallucinations. There's a slogan for you, Fountain Advertisers Association, I guess. That dwarf's using an axe, so we'll try stealing his axe now that he's dead. Does it still count as stealing if you've murdered them for it? And at this point, it might be worth using another identify scroll. We have 3. And I want to identify, firstly, the axe that we've just picked up. Blessed... Oh. It's been blessed, but it's a -4 axe. So it's probably worse than our current one. What a waste of a scroll. Oh well. Let's drop our Morning Star and that rubbish axe. just to unburden ourselves a bit. Oh, I really thought that was going to be the axe for me, but you can never be sure. Okay, I'll pick up those arrows, but the spellbook is of no interest to me. What's that? A whistle. Got one already. Got one whistle, got them all. Wait, that doesn't quite work. Okay, killed the goblin that's on a rat. And we've got another level, so... we've been doing pretty well on the combat front so far, so I'm going to take a level of gastronomy so that we pick up more meat from dead enemies, because the last thing I want is to be combat effective and starve to death. I've been down that road far too many times already. I don't really want the boots. I'll take them. They might be boots of levitation or something, I guess. But we won't know until we identify them, which I'm not doing just yet. Okay, large shield could be very, very good. And I think this one is actually worth using one of our few identify scrolls on. Because if we've got a good shield, that could make a lot of difference for us. So let's identify the large shield. Uncursed +1 large shield. Exactly what I was looking for. So let's change that. And now we look like a Roman. Look at that. Yeah. But wait, did it say I actually lost more AC than I gained? I did. Oh, because our wooden shield is a +3 wooden shield. It's actually better than the large shield. Man. We're not doing very good on the equipment side of things, are we? Doing very well, rather. Sorry, I suddenly started speaking like someone who was from the southern US. I bet you couldn't even tell that I wasn't from Texas. Alright. Let's descend a bit further. Just a room with a snake in it. Doesn't worry me too much. And in fact, the snake's made of meat, so let's scoff the snake meat, which sounds like an innuendo, and toddle over to the left to take the next ladder down. The Kobold Shaman wields a jeweled wand. Oh, that reminds me, actually. We did pick up some wands that we haven't identified yet. So I'm going to grasp my pulsating wand. Thanks, WazHack, for giving me a pulsating wand. Which just sounds like I like you more than I really do. And let's shoot this kobold. Oh, God. It's a pulsating wand of probing. Ah! This is just horrible. Anyway, let's move on, leave that horribleness behind us. Let's beat the kobold in the head with an axe instead. Pretend we didn't discover our pulsating wand of probing. Alright, I will take the arrows and the new wand. This one is just jeweled instead of pulsating. And I'll try the jeweled wand on the blob and the rat that are ahead of me. Wand of cold? Not bad. Oh, crap. Did I accidentally freeze the blacksmith? Tell me I didn't. Oh, it's alright, it's not a blacksmith, it's just an orc. Wow, he took some killing. We're going to have to rest, since we're down to half health. We're getting hungry, but it's alright, we can eat some hill orc innards. Nothing like eating the stomach of someone you've just murdered. So we'll have a bit more of a rest. And we're hungry again, but we do have a loaf of bread, so let's scarf that. And our couple of pears, might as well. Okay, we found someone locked in a cage. And this one is actually locked, unlike the one Tobiles found, where she was imprisoned by nothing more than her own lethargy. So, let's see if we can free Averard. Please, your ladyship, release me! Yeah, alright, fine. If nothing else... Oh, it's a woman. No, it's not. It's just a man with a mullet. Who hasn't faced that dilemma at one point or another in their life? So we've come to the lift that enters into the gnomish mines. So, we'll turn the valve on, and then we'll take the lift down. I'm not entirely comfortable with being followed around by this guy. He's a bit under-equipped, and I don't mean that he's small in the groinal region. Although he could well be. I can't tell. He's wearing a long shirt and pants. What I mean is, he doesn't have a weapon or any armour. So, maybe it would be worth giving him some... What is he? What class is he? He's a huntsman, so really he needs a bow. We did find another bow on the floor just now. So it might be worth giving him this new bow. Hell, we could probably give him the bow that we're already carrying, actually. He'll probably get more use out of it than we will. So let's give him... Oh, we never got round to putting our helmet on. Ugh. Absent-minded Valkyrie. Alright, let's give this guy a bow and all of our arrows. Use them wisely. You're not even equipping them! Oh. So is he just a pack mule, is that it? He can carry stuff for us. Well, I'll leave them in his possession and see. See if he manages to use them at some point. I will also put the helmet on while I think of it. Okay. There's another helmet lying on the floor. Let's see if we can give him that as well. We can. Okay, he's not wearing the helmet I just gave him, but he has started holding the bow, so hopefully he'll actually defend himself, instead of just walking to his death like our last rescued person did. We really need to start identifying some of these potions. We've picked up a few, and we don't know what any of them are at this point. Come on, Averard, keep up. Yes, I'm sure you look very fetching with your horned helmet and your bow, but stop hanging around preening yourself. We've got work to do here. We don't want to become another Tobiles, do we? Alright. Fluorescent potions, more shoes, not really that bothered. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Apparently, Averard shot the gnome. Nice shot. Want to help me out with the walker thing? They're kind of a pain. Oh, don't waste your arrows on it. You shooting me? You're shooting me, you bumface. Stop it! Right, clearly you can't be trusted with that. I'm taking it off you. What kind of self-respecting adventurer are you, where a stranger you've just met has to confiscate your bow and arrow? And you're a professional huntsman! Surely you should be able to do better than that. We're becoming hungry now, thanks to you. I mean, it's not really thanks to you, but I'm blaming you anyway. We need to start eating some gnomes, but so far none of them seem to have dropped any meat. Ooh, pickaxe. Good. Pickaxe will allow us to mine these rocks at the end. Apparently we're overburdened, so I'm going to have to start dropping some crap. I'll drop the helmet, the cape. Yeah, that helmet, that cape. Those shoes, the cursed ring, horned bow, and all the arrows. What? 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 Did she just take all of her clothes off for no reason? That's extremely peculiar. Okay. Put your clothes back on! Seriously. Oh, I think I accidentally quipped instead of dropping. That explains it. Okay. Unfortunately, we're now wearing a cursed ring because I was trying to drop it and put it on instead. Hopefully one of these scrolls will be a remove curse. Choose something to charge. I guess I'll charge the Wand of Cold. But it was pretty charged anyway. How about this one? Nothing happens. This one? Scroll of Fire. My favourite. Just damage all my stuff. How about you? Nothing happens. Okay, that's a teleport. Nothing happens. Right, so we don't have a remove curse. Alright, well let's drop the shoes that we don't want. The helmet we don't want. The cape. We can't drop that ring, annoyingly, but never mind. And the bow and all the arrows. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. And now we'll have a quick mine. So equip the pickaxe. And just go to town. Yeah! Fastest miner in the known world. It's not well known, but Valkyries have prodigious mining abilities. And on that note, I'm going to unequip my pickaxe, equip my normal axe, and leave it there for today, being stalked by Averard the useless huntsman who kept shooting me in the back. So, thanks for watching as always. Rejoin me next time and see whether Averard ever manages to pull his weight, or whether we're going to starve to death while being shot in the face by our own rescued friend. So until then, bye for now.